guys, I'm hopping on here for just a quick second to give you an intro for this week's What's for Dinner. I am trying to put my face on here a little bit more than I'm used to and really what I'm comfortable with, but this is what's going to help me to get more comfortable with it. So I hope you enjoy this week's What's for Dinner. I hope you find some inspiration or some ideas to help you in the kitchen, maybe to put something new and different on the table. I appreciate you watching. If you haven't liked or subscribed, hit the thumbs up button, the red subscribe button, and join my YouTube family. And let's just jump on into this week's What's for Dinner. Alright, to get this week started, we are going to have some fried chicken. What I have here are some chicken breast tenderloins, and I have soaked them for about 24 hours in buttermilk, garlic, salt, and pepper. I am also going to coat these in a mixture of panko, breadcrumbs. I'm going to use some flour. I'm going to use a little bit more garlic, salt, and pepper, and that is what I'm going to coat these in before moving them to the frying pan. And I almost forgot one of the main ingredients. I am using some freshly grated Parmesan cheese rather than the shaky cheese. I am just using some of the freshly grated in this mixture as well, and that really provided a lot of delicious flavor too. Here in my skillet, I have the Trader Joe's garlic olive oil that I'm going to fry these up in, and I'm going to do it kind of low and slow. That way they just have time to kind of get golden brown and done all the way through. Now, if you've been to my channel long at all, you know that usually after things are completely fried, they've got a good coating on both sides, I will add just a little bit of water to the bottom of my skillet to kind of give the steaming effect. It really does tenderize things, and I'll let that water cook out, and they're going to be perfect. Sides for dinner tonight are going to be homemade mashed potatoes and homemade macaroni and cheese. I typically do not put mayonnaise in my mashed potatoes, but one of my daughters-in-law does, and hers always tastes really good too, so I was like, okay, let's just give mayonnaise a try. I couldn't tell a drastic difference in the flavor, but it does definitely make it creamy and delicious. Butter and mashed potatoes. There you go. And now, of course, we'll continue with the macaroni and cheese. I'm pretty simple with macaroni and cheese. I have some salted water boiling, put in the pasta, cook it until it's al dente. Then I just add whatever cheese I decide to add or whatever I have at the moment, and put in a little bit of milk, sometimes half and half, sometimes evaporated milk, just depends on what I have and what I want to use. And that's about it, you guys, and it's delicious every single time. Well, how good does this look? We enjoyed it thoroughly, and sneak peek, if you stay tuned to the end, I'm going to tell you about this 2-ingredient chocolate cake. It is also delicious. So yeah, here's a look at our plate. We enjoyed this meal thoroughly. Comfort food at its finest. Fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and macaroni and cheese. Yes, please. Tonight for dinner we are having chili mac or chili mac supreme. This is the chili that really has a sort of wangy tangy taste to it because you use the chili sauce, and I will link below. It's one of my first videos, so the music a little too loud and I don't even show it plated up, I don't think so, but the recipe is there, so I'll link to that. You just serve it over spaghetti, and it's kind of like if you are familiar with Steak and Shake, they have a chili mac or chili mac supreme. What makes it supreme are your toppings. It's generally topped with sour cream, shredded cheese, and maybe some Parmesan, and maybe some diced onions. So it is delicious. It's one of our family favorites. So I'll link below to where I shared the video on it, and you can go check it out there. We are just having it along with an Olive Garden inspired salad. I'm going to put the dressing over top and toss it. It's got some red onion, carrot, just iceberg lettuce, croutons, French fried onions, and bacon bits. So that's what we're having on the side. Alright, for tonight's dinner we are having some classic style brats. They have been boiling until they're pretty well done. The water's almost out. I put some fresh sliced onions and green pepper, and then when the water is completely out, I will probably spray a little bit of cooking spray and just kind of let them crisp up a little bit. And we will serve these on actually just hot dog buns is what I have. We will serve these on the hot dog buns. It's going to be delicious. I had a really busy day today, lots of errands and running. I'm also working to use what I have here at home. So I pulled these out of the freezer this morning, and they were thawed out and ready by the time I got home. They're going to be delicious, and you can hear my air fryer in the background. Let me show you what I'm going to be putting in that. Alright, my air fryer is preheated, and I'm going to be putting these tater rounds. Basically, they're like hash browns, only they're flat. I'm going to be putting these in the air fryer, and that's going to be our side along with our brats. Okay, tater rounds in, and this will probably go, I'm not sure, I'm going to have to look it up, but I don't know, probably 8 minutes or so in the air fryer. Here they are, all crispy and delicious. The air fryer is really a great way to go with any type of food item like this. French fries or hash browns, they're just perfect. Alright, here we have it. We even pulled out the fine china for tonight. So, little crispy rounds and a brat for a quick, delicious dinner tonight. Makes me feel like it's summertime, even though it's not. But it'll be here soon enough. These clips are in no particular order. I'm just showing you some of the meals that we've had over the last few weeks, and this meal was Pioneer Woman Sloppy Joe's. I toasted up these artisan buns in the skillet, which is a little bit of butter on the insides, and I found these hot and sweet snackers at Kroger. I love to have some sort of pickle along with a barbecue-y or Sloppy Joe type of meal, and here it is. We needed something quick and easy again on this night. Pioneer Woman Sloppy Joe's do not disappoint ever. I've got a homemade dip there with the chips. This was a really delicious meal. Now we're going clear back to Christmas Eve on this one. I made a really yummy spinach artichoke dip, and then we had a charcuterie board. That was what we snacked on until it was time for dinner. And then for our Christmas Eve meal, we had delicious butterfly shrimp. We had a homemade Caesar salad. That was so good. I did, well, my daughter-in-law Abigail made those cheddar garlic biscuits. This is the Monterey Chicken I've shown on the channel before. I'll link it below. And I did a big pan of baked potatoes. And then we had several desserts, but this one is the one I was going to show you. This is from She's in Her Apron. It is the apple macaroon pie, and it was so good. I'm going to show you a little breakfast clip here, just because I just don't feel like I'm seeing people talk about these. And honestly, they are so wonderful. People should be talking about these. So they are the Double Cheese Please Bagel by Sam's Choice. You get these at Walmart. They have Asiago and cheddar cheese on the tops. Look at that. You can see the darker color there. I'm going to show you when mine comes out of the toaster. We found these maybe back in November, I'd say. Not all of our Walmarts have them. There's several Walmarts that I stop in at here and there, just depending on where I am. But sometimes you find them, sometimes you don't. They are so, so good. If you've ever had a bagel from Einstein Brothers, we used to have those. We don't have those around here anymore. They remind you of the Asiago bagel from there, and I would get that with the salmon schmear, I think is what it was called. So if you buy the Philadelphia salmon cream cheese and put on these, you feel like you are having Einstein Brothers. But today I'm making a bagel sandwich, and I'm just going to show you because I'm telling you, these are so good. All right, I'm just frying up a piece of Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage there, and it's pretty much done. And then for my egg, I'm just going to go in here with this onion salt and just give this a little sprinkle. Because it's really, I said a breakfast sandwich, and it is, but it's really lunchtime. I'm just having this for lunch. So I'm going to put a little bit of the onion salt and a little sprinkling of black pepper. All right, I just flipped my egg. I'm going to put just a little sprinkling here of some cheddar cheese. Let that melt. All right, and here is my beautiful bagel. It's all toasted up. Look at the cheese all on there. One thing about these bagels, they are soft and chewy. They are not just chewy. They have a good, soft, fluffy texture. I think I don't know, that's what makes these taste a little bit different than other bagels. They're not just a dense, chewy bagel. So let's get this thing together. Okay, first I'm gonna go in here with just a little bit of mayonnaise. And for the other side, I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of mustard. Not much. This is for my taste. Kind of like an egg sandwich. I like a little bit of mustard, a little bit of mayonnaise on an egg sandwich. And lastly, I'm going to go in here with my egg and sausage. Check that out. This is gonna be so, so good. All right, and there we have it. Could be a breakfast sandwich, a lunch sandwich. It could be a sandwich for dinner. You choose. It's really, really good though, these bagels. So give the bagels a try. I think you'll like them. And one last thing, you guys. Have you seen this Mountain Dew that's called Major Melon? We had not seen it. It's Major Melon, and we found it in the Zero. So Mountain Dew Zero, look at that. We had to try it, and look how pretty it is. I just think it's such a pretty color, and we actually like it. Some people say they don't like it, of course, as with anything. Some people said, you're not gonna like it, but we actually really do like it. So I am enjoying this and pretending like it's summertime with my watermelon Mountain Dew. So if you haven't seen this yet, be on the lookout and give it a try. Hi everyone, I am pulling out an old recipe this evening. I have a standard box cake mix here. This one is the triple chocolate fudge, and I have a can of Coke Zero. These two together in this bowl, I'm gonna make a cake. Basically, this is all you use. You leave out all the other ingredients that it tells you on the back here, eggs, oil, water, leave all those out. Just use the soda. And I learned this, I don't know, 15 years ago, maybe not, 10 years ago or so at Weight Watchers. And it's very few points. I can't remember how many, but obviously less calories, leaving out those other ingredients, and it tastes really good. And then you can just serve it with a little dollop of whipped cream or Cool Whip or Ready Whip on top. You could actually serve a little applesauce with it, some peaches with it, some strawberries. You get the idea. You can eat it plain. You can dust a little powdered sugar on it. There's all sorts of ideas. So I'm gonna get going on this, get this in the oven. We want something sweet, but we don't want to have all the added calories. This is gonna do it for dessert tonight. The triple chocolate portion of this is, there's a little tiny chocolate chips in there. Can you see those? How cool. I don't know if I've ever bought this or not. If I have, I just don't remember. Okay, soda going in. A beautiful cake mix that looks pretty normal. Okay, I'm gonna bake this. You bake it according to the box directions, however you are choosing to bake it. So I'm just gonna go in a 9 by 13 and bake it in the oven according to the time on the back of the box. This hit the spot. It was moist, it was delicious. We had a little whipped topping on the top. I made us a pot of decaf coffee, and this was absolutely the greatest way to end the night. Thank you guys for watching as always, and please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't, just hit the little red subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this What's for Dinner, and I'll see you guys the next time.